welcome back to Ask Nikki P. I'm going to jump right in to today's question. Hi Nikki, I am a 24-year-old college graduate of BS nursing. I don't know what that means, but right now I don't have work and I haven't had the guts to take my licensing exam. I was forced by my parents to get this degree. I really don't want to be a nurse. I'm currently loving what I'm doing right now. I'm blogging. I love to write. I love makeup and beauty. I've been enjoying my blog even though I don't make money from it. I just love doing it. Anyways, my question here is, should I take my licensing exam for me to be a nurse, or should I pursue the thing that I really want to do, like blogging? Thank you so much for answering my question. Okay, here's what I would say. I would say, keep in mind, my opinion really isn't that important, but I'm just gonna give it. I'm always from the camp of going after what you really want and going after your dreams. And I think a lot of times when we settle into doing things that we don't want to do, sometimes it can end up being something that just ends, like we get sucked into it. Like we do it because we're like, oh, fine, I have to pick something. And then the next thing you know, you've got kids to support and it's too big of an ordeal to leave your job and try something new. And then people end up staying in, even though I actually don't think it's too big of an ordeal. It's just a lot of times I think we feel that way in our head, like this is too big of an ordeal, and next thing you know, we've been doing this thing that we don't really like for like 20 years and it's taken a toll on our body and we're stressed out. And now granted, even if someone watching was in that boat and it's been 20 years, you can change your life at any time, any day. You can make it happen. It's just the levels of difficulty might be a little different depending on where you are in your life. As far as your question, like I said, I'm always from the camp of following your dreams. And I think that even if, it wasn't blogging, if you tried blogging and that didn't work out, I think pursuing things that you like will lead you to something you're passionate about. And usually, if you're really passionate about it, you tend to be more likely to be good at it, because things that we like, we tend to excel at. And if you like it and you're excelling at it, with time, you probably will work and make money. So I don't know, what your blog is like or how good you are at it, or if it's something that you really have a passion for, or if it's something you just kind of like. But I would recommend exploring that field. And as far as your parents, I don't know what your living situation is. I don't know if you're living at home and maybe they're saying, we're gonna kick you out if you don't go, take your exam or whatever. I don't know what your situation is. If you were forced to take it, I don't think there would be anything wrong with getting your exam and working as a nurse while pursuing your dreams. I mean, a lot of people work regular jobs while they pursue what they really want to do. That might be an option. Or if you're like, dude, I really don't want to do this. I don't even want to take the exam. I hate this. And your parents are threatening to kick you out. I don't think it would be bad to go and get a job at a Starbucks. I don't know where you are in the world, but I know Starbucks has really great health benefits and they pay their employees well. Getting a job somewhere like that where it's a little flexible and you could still pursue what you want to do on the side. Because if you don't have kids yet, you're not married yet, even though for me, marrying really gave me, being married gave me more freedom. But still, that being said, at this point in your life, you're never going to get back. So that's not in a scary way. That's just kind of well, what do you want to do? What sounds interesting to you? You have a heck of a lot of freedom right now. If you're at the age that I think you're at, which is probably late teens, early 20s, doesn't sound like you're married or have kids. Guesstimating, I could be totally wrong. But that would be my suggestion to you. As always, everyone, is my dog peeing on the floor? Oh no, that was a freaking fly. As always, leave your suggestions in the comment section down below if you have different thoughts, ideas, all that jazz. And yeah, good luck with that. As far as the Twitter question, I feel like every time I film these videos, I'm like, okay, who inspires you most? This is once again not an advice question, but I don't know, it's interesting. Who does inspire me most? I am inspired by a lot of people. I'm gonna list a couple of the people that come to the top of my head. Okay, I'm just gonna start listing. First off, Dr. Laura was a really big inspiration of mine. For those of you that don't know, and I'm just bringing her up first, I think, because I'm doing this advice video right now, so it just feels appropriate. She is a actual psychologist who has a radio show. So she answers calls. People call in and she answers their questions. And she's very like straightforward, no nonsense. She's a little older. She's in like, I think her mid 60s. So she's been around for a long time and she's really inspiring to me. Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook, she's really inspiring to me. She wrote a book called Lean In, and I just think she's very interesting. And when I read, I'm only halfway through a book, but I've seen like a ton of her speeches. She's said stuff that I've never heard other women say like in my life. So she's been really interesting and inspiring. Who else? Pastor Matthew Barnett at the Dream Center, like the place that he has built, you know, it's just really cool to see that he's done exactly what he's felt like God wanted him to do. So that's cool. Rick Warren is another inspiration of mine, just for like a lot of reasons. His book, Purpose Driven Life, was really good. And then honestly, with his son's suicide, seeing the way that him and his wife have handled all this, has just been really like inspiring. Oprah, I really like Oprah. I am a fan of her network. I actually wasn't a fan of Oprah. I didn't like dislike her, but I wasn't like a big fan. Dark. I wasn't a big fan of Oprah until she started her own network, which it's actually called OWN. And now I'm like a really big fan of hers. All the people that the interesting people she interviews, and she gets to hear all these people's life stories. And yeah, I just find her really interesting. Who else do I really like? I think that's probably, I don't know, dude. I like so many people. So many people like get me really excited about life, but those are just like a small list of people that I really like. So yeah, that is it. I hope you guys have a really good rest of the day, and I will see you all very soon. Send your messages to asknikkiP@gmail.com or hashtag asknikkiP, and I will see you later. Bye. Okay, long answer short, you probably are being paranoid. And the second part to that question is, tell me, you know, you guys, once again, always put your opinion in the comment section or your thoughts. My thoughts on this are starting to become, I think that's just